Hi Jesse, my name's Melissa. I'm going to be your nurse today, okay? How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about why you're here today?
It's just my mental health checkup. It's part of probation for me,
Okay.
so
Okay,
just
great.
looking
Okay, well, for all of my patients that I see, I do like an initial assessment. I ask questions to everybody. Is it okay if I go ahead and ask you a few questions, just like a screening tool that I do for everyone? Okay. Okay, so some of these questions are going to be about your relationship, and if you're not comfortable answering any of them, that's fine. You don't have to. Just let me know and we can stop. Okay. So, in general, about how would you describe your relationship that you're in, if you're in one?
I have a wife and children. I think it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Would you say that there's a lot of tension, some tension?
Sometimes there's some tension.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So do you and your partner work out arguments with great difficulty, some difficulty, or no difficulty?
If I'm going to be honest, I think with a bit of difficulty.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Okay. And do arguments ever result in you feeling down or bad about yourself?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. So, do arguments ever result in hitting, kicking, or punching?
Sometimes.
Sometimes they do. Okay. And then do you ever feel frightened by what your partner says or does?
Yes. My partner threatens to take the children away and get a divorce.
Yeah.
From me.
That could be really frightening.
Yeah.
And kind of stress you out a bit, yeah. So has your partner ever abused you physically? She's hit me, but I feel like I deserved it. Okay. How about emotionally?
Sometimes she's kind of mean. But once again, I think it's my fault.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah. I can see talking about some of this is a little difficult, maybe. And I appreciate you answering those questions. They kind of be a little uncomfortable to think about and to answer. So thank you for answering those. And I just want to let you know that there are a few different types of abuse. So a lot of times people kind of just think of abuse as being a physical kind of abuse, like hitting and kicking, but there are emotional and mental and verbal types of abuse. So that can really wear on you a lot as well, especially if you have other things that kind of bother you mentally, right? And I saw in your chart that you were in the military, ex-military, correct?
Yeah.
And that you may kind of have some experience with a little PTSD. Is that correct?
Yeah, I feel like I definitely have been dealing with PTSD since I came back.
Yeah. And do you think maybe that affects your relationship a little bit?
I think I may get stressed out much more easily, and it's difficult to function.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm not helping enough, that it's holding me back.
Yeah, and that would be really stressful, and I can see why there may be some tension, especially if, like you said, sometimes your partner says that you're worthless, or you don't do enough, and that can kind of make you feel really down. And that is a type of verbal abuse. So, I also hear you say that you think maybe that because you deserve it, right? And I want you to know that no one deserves to feel that way. No one deserves to feel hopeless or helpless. And especially as a male, it can be a little challenging sometimes to kind of see that. but male or female, no one deserves to be talked to like that. So I could see why that would be really stressful and why you would kind of feel the way you do. So have you ever thought about maybe going to see someone, or maybe leaving the relationship?
No.
No.
I haven't thought about it.
Mhm. Okay.
Maybe a little.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose my children. And
Yeah.
I can't get a job.
Mhm. And that would make things really difficult too, especially when, you know, your partner helps kind of financially and with the children and everything. So I want you to know that you always have people who you can talk to, or places where you can go if you have these overwhelming feelings of helplessness or that you're worthless, because you're not, and you are always welcome to come here and you have someone to talk to. And I know it can be hard for very stoic people sometimes to ask for help, but sometimes it takes the strongest people to be able to do that. So I think that if you ever do want help or want someone to talk to, or to kind of just vent about things, that you have a place to go. Here's a card for you, and these are places where you can go, people you can call if you ever need anything. These are just some tips for you if you find yourself in a very stressful or tense situation at home. Maybe either words are getting thrown around again and you get angry or she gets angry. You can always kind of find a way out. So on the back there are places, numbers that you can go to.
Okay, your encounter is now complete. You can exit the room.